Hello, ladies and gentlemen, freaks and geeks. You decide to pick up entry point.
Today we'll be going over the help guide and entry point roblox. Without further ado, let's get right into it.
Let's start with stealth.
Shall I begin, son?
Mm-hmm.
In stealth, stealth is the art of disguise and concealment, the art of completing your objective in silence undetected, the art of not firing a shotgun
As soon as you pick it up. Dude, seriously, you've got a bad habit of that.
Hey, the art of, well, you get the idea. You start every mission in concealment, and depending on how you play, you can finish the mission in silence or fight your way through the assault. Stealth will break if your team is detected or an NPC raises the alarm. NPCs can be alerted by many things, including spotting you, seeing broken doors,
Hearing that one guy with a shotgun. Dude, seriously.
Yeah. When an NPC is alerted, they will raise the alarm. During this time, you will have a few options. If you react quickly, you can take them out, or you can take them hostage before they start to raise the alarm. You can also eliminate them or knock them out, but you'll have to answer the radio if they start a call. See radios. Failing to stop the call or stopping the call and failing to answer the radio will both cause an alarm to be set off. Thus, you're dead.
Radios.
Now my partner will continue.
Here, how about I handle every other one? So I'll handle radios, holdups, objectives, and assault.
Okay.
Each guard carries a radio, which they will use to make alerts if they discover something suspicious. Bags, bodies, so on and so forth. If you interrupt a call, you must answer the radio or an alarm will be raised regardless. Each player may answer one radio. Answering multiple radios will result in the radio operator recognizing your voice and raising the alarm. The one exception to this is the player who has the deception perk located in the bottom right of the skill tree. That allows you to answer 2 radios before the operator becomes suspicious. A guard will have a radio icon above their head if they are already in a call. A white icon means the guard is reporting in, and a red icon means the guard is raising the alarm and should be handled immediately. Try not to disrupt guards with the white radios unless you absolutely have to, or you'll waste one of your radio calls. You're up.
Cool. Cameras. Most maps have cameras, but the frequency of cameras decreasing the lower the difficulty level is. Similar to guards, the camera will spot suspicious activity in front of it. When a camera is triggered, the camera operator starts to send an alert. It is possible to eliminate the camera operator and stop the call from going out, just like any other guards. Camera operators will also raise an alarm if too many cameras are broken or disabled. 3 on legend difficulty and 5 on others. Shooting a camera will break and interacting with one will disable it. Looping cameras using the camera loop perk will permanently disable a camera but does not count towards the broken camera limit. Patrolling guards will notice broken cameras but not disabled ones. When accessing cameras, you can remotely view and mark enemies. The surveillance state perk lets you auto-mark enemies even when not watching the cameras, and you can be used as a scout or lookout.
Holdups and shouts are not the same thing. To perform a holdup, aim down sights and sneak up on a guard or civilian. You do not need to hit any other keys. You must be close and aiming down sights when they are alerted. When someone is taken hostage, they can be moved by hitting F and can sometimes be interrogated by holding G. Interrogations will often yield intel about the mission. Holdups work on guards, but shouts do not. Do not try and shout at the guards. Shouts.
Shouts are used to keep hostages and civilians in line. By hitting F while looking at them, you can make civilians surrender and or get down. This does not work on guards and police. If hostages are left unattended long enough, they will get up and start to run away. Possibly set off the alarms. Being near a hostage and having line of sight is enough to keep them from trying to run away. Holdups work on guards, but shouts do not.
You're really having a tough time with this, aren't you?
I know. I've never read this before, so.
Yeah, I know. That's why we're going over this now.
So you done recording?
Nope. Because I'm still recording.
You're not recording.
I am recording.
Oh, okay. I'll just cut this part out.
Yeah. Objectives you're tracking. The objectives that you're tracking will appear on the left side of your screen, and sometimes objective arrows in the world. Relevant. I can never say that. Relevant intel obtained about missions will also be displayed on this list. To cycle through different objectives, use the square bracket keys next to P. You can handle alerts.
Alerts: when an arm is sent, the stealth phase of the mission will end and reinforcements will start to arrive. Your objectives may or may not change depending on the mission and what you've already completed. Ignoring the small added complications of everyone trying to shoot you, you'll have to complete your missions anyway. Have fun.
And assaults. Assaults are broken up into waves, starting off with first responders that will appear before regular SWAT and other forces arrive. Focus on finding cover and taking down enemies quickly. You'll want the armor for long-term survivability. Keep an eye out for shields, which will block almost all attacks from the front. If you're playing on higher difficulties, watch out for Aegis units, heavily armored, shield-bearing juggernauts. Your mission coordinator will warn you when Aegis units are deployed. You know you're screwed when the game warns you.
Yep,
Should we cover loadouts and skills and all that?
Yes, sure.
So, real quick, let's just cover these two. Let's start with the skill tree, which I'm pretty sure not even you know about. This Roblox game has a skill tree. Every single perk has, or all of these medium bubbles have some kind of perk. So, like interference allows you to hack bullet cams and loop them, or allows you to disable dome cameras, which is the ones that we were talking about earlier. Would you like to explain weapon mastery real quick?
Well, I don't have that open right now,
But like explain how it works.
yes.
Okay.
Weapon mastery, like allows it increases damages to the hostage, not the
Nope.
hostage, the target.
Nope.
That's what I read.
Okay. Weapon masteries are a foundation. And while they do give you abilities, so for instance, sniper mastery, sniper rounds can pierce ballistic shields, and with pistol mastery, you get to dual wield two of the same pistols. SMG mastery is concealment, rifle mastery is spread, shotgun mastery is intimidation, heavy mastery is movement speed, so on and so forth. But when you get a mastery, it's a foundation more than anything. So if I get pistol mastery, then I can now dual wield two pistols. But if we go down to the skill dexterity, you can run and reload with any weapon you have weapon mastery for. Which means if I have mastery for pistols and I have dexterity, then I can run and reload with pistols. Or if we go up here, steady aim can run and fire any weapon that you have the weapon mastery perk for. So if I have shotguns, then I can run and shoot with shotguns. So on and so forth. Mastery is what weapons you like the most, mainly. Every single perk has some kind of use, and I believe you only need 75 levels to get every single one of them. Would you like to cover the 4 center balls?
4 sensibles.
4
And where
center
is that?
ones. 4 center perks.
Oh yes, Demolition Expert. It unlocks C4s and 40% armor speed penalty.
Taking this perk will make you a technician, which is a mix between an engineer and a hacker. These are what's called multi-classing, where you merge up to 2 classes together. There's the Art of the Steel, Combat Mastery, Demolitions Expert, and Prodigy. If you picked Hacker, you'll have Prodigy, Thief will have Art of the Steel, Mercenary will have Combat Mastery, and Engineers will have Demolitions Experts. Would you like to explain loadouts?
Loadouts. Yes. If you wanna if you wanna go like silent, like stealthy always, I would prefer for you to get a UP9 and mod the sites to like whatever you come to it. I prefer like ring sight
Can
for my
you explain what that all means?
ring sight is like a
No,
site.
can you explain what like how to mod?
Oh yes. Mod guns. You go to your loadout
Here we are.
all the way down. Next where it says money on the left down side of it, it says manage weapons. Click
Oh, so you're
that.
thinking of deployment
Click
costs, not money. Click manage weapons, right?
yes.
Find the UP9 you want,
Yes.
and then you can explain it from here.
Then sight for sights you should use a ring sight. I prefer that. For barrel, you should use suppressor, and for tactical, laser. This also makes it concealed, silent, and has a nice sight to it that helps you aim better.
Okay, here's the thing. Not everyone will fire the same way. Some people
Yes,
will prefer a delta sight. Some people may prefer iron sights. To
yes, the
test what you
sights.
like, next to the manage weapons button, there's a test weapons, which will launch you into a shooting range. You can test the weapons out before you buy them.
Sight's the only thing that you have to choose on your own.
Yeah, so there are currently 11 weapons in this game. 3 pistols, 2 SMGs, 1 sniper, 2 rifles, 1 shotgun, and 2 different heavy weapons. I know this says 1, but they didn't include the thumper. So for pistol, you're going to have the UP9, which is this beautiful baby right here. For sights, what he was talking about was ring sight, right? Suppressor, right? And laser.
Yes,
This was the one that you were talking about.
yes. It
So
reminds
all
me
you
of
need
Hitman. Absolutely.
Yep. And then all you gotta do is click test weapon. This is the way that I used to actually run this for about a year and a half, because I've been playing this game for a while now.
That's
13
how you
round
can
magazines.
make your aim better as well.
It's just figure out what you're comfortable with. If you hold M, then you'll be brought back to this menu where you can decide, I want to try out the delta sight. Test weapon. Now when you draw it, you have a new sight. It's just what you like. This is all a game of choice. Believe me. Then, once you've made your choice, you go back to menu, and you follow the steps that were previously said. Go over to manage weapons, find your gun, pluck it, and then deck it out.
Worst case scenarios, you know, most of the time you're not gonna need a sniper. Trust
Yeah,
me.
don't bother with the sniper. Do you want to explain how the C, V, and S work?
Yes. Next to your gun, where you're in your loadout, let's just say like next to every gun, it should like say something like CVS,
C,
just
V, or CS, or VS.
like that. C means concealed, V means visible, and S means suppressed.
Okay, so if you have a weapon that says C, comma S, that means it's concealed, it's suppressed. Guards won't see it, and it's suppressed, so they won't hear the shots. If you have V and nothing else, then it's a visible gun which guards will see on your body, and it isn't suppressed. Generally, you want to find or when you're first going in, you want to find the pistol or the UP9 with C, comma S. Should be $50. Would you like to explain armor and gear and all that?
Yes, in gear, like whatever you chose, it should be there. Like if for example, what he chose was
Hackers?
engineer, yeah, hacker, and you should have a key scrambler,
Keyguard scrambler?
key card scrambler, a silent drill, and med
First aid kits?
first aid kits. Yes, and I'm a thief, so I have lockpicks, and I generally just get that and heal kits.
He just brings lockpicks and health kits. Every single class, aside from or aside from mercenary, but we don't talk about mercenary. Most of these classes will come with some kind of extra item. Thieves come with lockpicks, hackers come with keycard scramblers, engineers come with C4. The rest of these, breaching charges, blowtorches, proximity mines, trackers, those are skills that you can unlock. So, like,